So as tributes continue to pour in, our reporter Iviwe Poti is now live to us from New Brighton in Port Elizabeth, outside the home of Mama Nkonyeni. Iviwe, a very good evening to you. This must have come as such a shock to the people of New Brighton as it was to people countrywide.
Definitely, Griselda, but one thing I can highlight about Mama Nkonyeni to all of us, even us as journalism students at a very young age, she was one who opened her wings and tried to mentor as many people as possible, and even though it's a time of sadness, it still reflects throughout, and many people have come through to pay their respects. She had an open policy to her house, especially if you were in the arts industry, just to make sure that she could mentor and help as many people as possible. But I think it's very important to speak to family, just to tell us in terms of, maybe tell us a bit more about your aunt at a personal level, maybe things that other people didn't know about her, what she was like at home. I know she loved cooking. She was a great cook at that. But what are some of the other things? What was she like at home?
Mama Nomhle, who is my aunt, was a very family-orientated person. She considered a family as a priority. She always tried to unite everybody. She was a peace-loving person. She was very warm and welcoming. She opened her house to everyone, not just the family members, as most of the people know. If you needed a place, if you needed shelter, she would always open her home. And she loved to entertain people on and off stage. She was a very, very great woman, a very strong woman who always encouraged us to always try and find inner strength within to make it through anything.
Nalia, a lot of us know her to be very bubbly and warm, and she was very, very loud. Wherever she was, you could hear her from a distance. She had a very bold personality. Did this flow through with the people that she mentored as well?
What you actually saw whenever you had the opportunity to meet up with her was actually her. Bubbly, loud, loving, and very honest and genuine. She always was herself all the time. Through everybody that has come across her, that has had the fortunate opportunity of crossing paths with her, what you knew or what you saw was actually what she was.
And then just in terms of some of the lessons that we can take from her life, some of the main things that she stood for that you think she would want to still fall through over the years?
Basically, as South Africans, we need to be proud and we need to show our gifts. That was one of her core beliefs. And when it comes to working, she did not like people who played around. She took her work very seriously, and she also encouraged young ladies to actually take a stand when it comes to the entertainment industry. So yeah, that's one of the most important lessons. And also when it comes to accepting everyone without being prejudiced for anything, that is what she stood for.
Nalia, thank you so much, and condolences once again. Well, Griselda, there we have it. I think most important is what us as South Africans, specifically the youth and women, what we can learn and what we can take away from the life of Mama Nkonyeni is that we need to be bold, we need to be strong, and we need to continue with the legacy of giants such as her, whom, used the stage to highlight many, many issues, but most of all to stand up for women as well. But for now, I guess it's back to you guys in studio.
If you just have time for one more question there, Iviwe. I understand that there was a street that's also been named after her. Do you have any details regarding that?
What we do know as the SABC is that the street that is supposed to be renamed after her is here in New Brighton. I'm not clear just as yet in terms of has the name changed, has the sign gone up, but it's everything has been approved. The family was saying these were one of the highlights, that one of the things that she really appreciated, saying that apart from all the awards, but at least back at home, there would be something that people would remember about her forever, having a street named after her. I'm not sure if the sign is up just as yet, but all the approvals have been done.
All right, thank you so much for your time there. Iviwe Poti live to us from Port Elizabeth, outside of the home of the late, a veteran actress, Mama Nomhle Nkonyeni. And certainly South Africans have been taken by a great shock by her passing. Absolutely someone that we all grew up watching on television before we were even on television ourselves.